Hello everyone. Welcome back to the Mockingbird Show. In today's episode, I will be talking about inside the student's mind, challenges, trends, and success hacks. This episode is for students, for parents, for educators, or anyone who is interested in today's youth. This episode is going to give you insight into the practical tools that you can use right away. So grab your coffee or your headphones and let's dive in. What's going on inside a student's mind? Let's picture this. When we were in college and in school, did we have such access to knowledge? We didn't. There were times when we used to run to, get a phone call, and that was because we used to have the landlines. And look at the students of today. They have the whole pack of knowledge within their palms. They just need to hold the device and the world opens up for them. This doesn't come with all goodness, but there are a lot of challenges that our young generation is facing. So let me talk about a few of these challenges that we can see that they have. There's a lot of academic pressure in students today. It's because the entrances are so tough. There are so many students who would want to bag a seat in the top-notch schools and colleges, and that really gives a lot of pressure to students. Another aspect is the social comparison amplified by our social media lives, where everything for everyone else looks perfect. Perfect grades, perfect lifestyle. Everything looks so perfect in another person's life that it feels empty in our lives. It feels like, what are we doing? What have we achieved? Everybody's going great guns, and that creates that social comparison. Another major issue that I can see is time fragmentation. I see that today's youth do not have enough time. They have to do a lot of things, from assignments to attend classes to play video games, and they are pulled in different directions. Another aspect is an uncertain future. We can see that job roles are changing. Today is the age of skill development. The students need to acquire skill in order to sustain. The number of layoffs in companies are increasing by the day, and now is a time of skill acquisition. With the onset of the AI, there are a lot of jobs that are going out. So sometimes the students feel that they are studying for a job that may not be there by the time they're out of the college. So all of this creates a lot of challenges in the minds of our youths. And besides that, the general struggles of growing, like an adolescent would think about how he looks or she looks, how to create their own self-identity. Those come together. And this age, I feel, is a very challenging age for the youngsters because they are juggling between different things, create their identity, to do well, to get good grades, to be socially acceptable, to get a good seat in a college, and they are also trying to kind of meet their own personal goals, and all of this creates a lot of challenges in the mind of this youth. If students are watching, I feel that you may be able to resonate with what I'm talking about. Now, coming to the second part, let us look at some deeper challenges that are not visible on the surface. Students face a lot of mental anxiety, depression, stress because of the expectations that the parents or the friends or the institution where they're studying, they have on that student. So this leads to deeper mental issues, and we can see so many incidents in our society these days, and those are really sad because these students are not able to share with their parents how they are feeling, or they're not able to share with their friends or educators or anybody who is close to them about their feelings, thus leading them to take the extreme step. And we need to be very watchful, with these challenges that are not on the surface, but it's very much there. And then there's another challenge of the digital overload. So recently I had gone on a trip, and we were in Meghalaya, and it was a place called Mawson Ram, where we were in the midst of nature, and my son, a teenager, he was with us, and we really had a good time. We were watching, the local football matches, doing a lot of things like river trek, and then we were just roaming here and there without any kind of digital devices in our hands. And know what he said? He said, this was a perfect digital detox for me. So this digital overload with all the time where we are pulled in different directions because of the messages that come, because of the different news that is there, and so many times we are just doom scrolling. I have made a video on that as well, which leads to brain rot. And this is actually a never ending kind of a dark well for the students of today, and this is a challenge that we need to address, I feel. And again, the social media self-worth, which is created by the beautiful stories posted by the others when our lives are not looking so beautiful. Yeah, so this actually creates a FOMO. Like students of today, they want to do everything. They're kind of mixing up their personal life with the screen life. But it's not bad news all the way. There are a lot of things that have come with the digitized learning that we are experiencing today. This hybrid personalized learning setup is giving the students time to understand, and they are able to explore. So we can also see students doing a lot of online courses, and they are also collaborating. So there's a lot of collaboration, communication, sharing, and also exploration that is happening through these platforms. And at the same time, we can see that a lot is being said about mental health awareness. Mental health was a topic that was a kind of a taboo till some years back, and no one even considered mental health as a part of somebody's problem, so now it's addressed. It has come to the forefront. We are taking steps and action for youngsters to be able to deal with stress, to be able to deal with competition and the challenges that they are facing as students. And also there are a lot of creative learning hacks that is available online. So the online platform of learning comes with their own advantages. So how can students navigate all this? Let's break down some actionable strategies that you can start applying right away. Number one is conserve your energy. Don't give your energy to things that sucks. Don't give your energy to work that is not going to be helpful for you in the future. Also, you need to be more focused. So I would always suggest that you practice meditation and mindfulness. Get up in the morning, breathe in and out, focus yourself for the day, make a planner. What are the things that you are going to achieve today? These are going to be small milestones. It's not going to be major achievements, but things that would count for you. And always use the 2-minute rule. That is not procrastination, but quickly doing things that can be taken care of right away instead of piling them up, which later can create stress. Also, you need to create digital boundaries. Don't we create boundaries with people when we can see that somebody is intruding into our privacy? We do create boundaries, right? So you need to start creating boundaries in terms of digital space that you are using. So kind of review, put an alarm every 25 minutes so that it rings and you get to know that you have spent 25 minutes in doom scrolling or anything which is digital. And that is going to be a wake up call for you to come back and gather your thoughts and get going to your next work, because we can see that when we are scrolling and when we are into the digital space, we tend to lose track of time. Also, use peer accountability. It's good to actually get together and study together and kind of conduct mock exams among the peers, so that keeps you motivated, and at the same time you find that support that you need. One of the most underrated skills of a modern student is resilience, the ability to bounce back from setbacks. Life will throw curveballs, bad grades, friendship troubles, rejection letters. Resilient students don't avoid these, they adapt. And how to strengthen resilience? Reframe failure. Do not say that I have failed. Say that I need to improve and do better and master. Seek feedback. Seek feedback from your teachers, from your mentors, so that you can be in the route to improvement. You can improve yourself from the feedbacks which are honest, which you will get from your parents, from your educators, from your peers as well. Balance academics with hobbies. I know that there is a lot of pressure to perform, but I've always seen that students who balance both even perform better. So instead of just sitting inside a room and preparing for your entrance or for any exam, you need to move out, mix up, pursue your hobbies, do things that you love to do, and then go back again to the academics. This is going to balance it, and also it's going to refresh your mind so that you can absorb fresh information and retain that information well. So remember, you are not going to achieve anything with burnout. You need to move ahead, keeping your mind stable, fresh, and avoid burnout so that you are able to perform to the optimal level and do the best that you can. So let's be clear, productivity without well-being is a recipe for burnout. So I will quickly share some tips to reduce burnout. One is give yourself ample time to sleep so that you are able to rejuvenate. 9 to 10 hours of sleep is very important. We can see the youth of today indulge in the digital space till late at night and just get up in the morning and attend the classes listlessly. They have no energy. There's nothing in their mind. The mind is fogged and they are not able to absorb. Another tip is take micro breaks. Every 20 minutes, rise, move, walk, have a glass of water, do stuff, talk to somebody, and then come back refreshed. And the third important thing is talk it out. It's not easy to navigate all our problems by ourselves. So find a friend, in a counselor, in a parent, in an educator, in a mentor, and talk it out. Spare yourself the trouble of taking that burden, talk it out, release it, get advice, and work on it. So students of today, I completely empathize with what you are going through. There's been a huge shift in the way we look at education, in the way we look at competition. There are a lot of things that are changing, and the world will be changing more in the days to come. So be ready. Be ready to face these challenges. Be flexible, be resilient, be mindful, and also stay informed and think about your own mental well being. You are the one who is going to take care of you. So love yourself and give yourself a pat at the back for everything you're able to do today. See you again next week with another episode of the Mockingbird Show. Until then, stay happy, stay blessed, and stay focused.